HGPTV, Ghosts Multimedia Network.
Hello everybody and welcome to the campus of Holy Ghost Prep, where it's senior night in the 2024 varsity soccer season. I'm Caden Stewart.
I'm Pratouche Roy.
And we'll see you for the next 72 minutes of live in-game action with varsity soccer between the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds and the Malvern Prep Friars on this rivalry game in senior night. Pratt, you made your varsity broadcast debut tonight, but JV earlier. What'd you think of the first game?
Man, I gotta admit, at first things were looking rocky. The turf was raining earlier, so that turf is still probably wet, maybe dried up a little bit. But both teams were slipping up. The Ghosts, they shot up a prayer around with 15 seconds left in the game, got a goal, and then they scored another goal in the second half, as well as three goals from the freshmen. Gotta admit, the freshmen on this JV Holy Ghost soccer team, they're really spectacular. Malvern did, of course, score, but with time remaining, they could not really make a comeback.
Yeah, 3-1 final score definitely goes highly in favor and carries the momentum of Holy Ghost. And as you mentioned before, the wet grass slowing the pace of the ball down a lot, so those length of the field passes towards Fleming and Roth that we've seen in past games from the Firebirds could be more of a factor on offense tonight.
So, the Firebird Frenzy is a tradition here at Holy Ghost Prep, where we're having back-to-back games, and this is our second back-to-back game with a huge tailgate. Tonight, you are probably going to be hearing this student section getting loud because there are so many students right now on the student section bench. Everyone is just loud. Everyone's vibing. Wow, you can already hear it from here. So Malvern's record right now, Malvern, they are 3-0-2. They have not played many games this year. I'm suspecting that most of the games have been rained out. On the other hand, varsity team for Holy Ghost, 6-3-1. They're hoping to get another game to possibly make that 7. And pardon me, it was 4 actually. 1.
Yeah, so Ghost riding the momentum here. They need a few more wins for that final playoff push, hoping to host a district playoff game, which will again be broadcast here on HGPTV YouTube. So be sure to check that out when the time comes. Your starting goaltender for the Firebirds is, as per usual, Billy Burke, the junior star in net between the pipes. For Malvern Prep, we'll get that at game time, and we'll let you know in the next 5 minutes when opening tip happens at midfield. We'll see you for 80 more minutes of live game action when we come back on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Opening face-off at midfield here on the deck is a few moments away for this Holy Ghost Prep senior night. The rep for the Firebirds is one of those seniors, Mike Cancellieri, the midfielder.
It looks like the crowd right now gaining hype from the song Fiend by Travis Scott.
That's the song to do it.
Yep.
So I can say it.
Out of the sequel.
Cancellieri set, but Malvern Prep will get the ball to start the game, and the first touch is right back to the defense and sent across midfield by the main representative in Max Utane, the junior. Utane by the Firebird sideline, the head ball away by Roth. Brendan Lawson trying to put some pressure on again by that Firebird sideline, but he's turned away quickly.
You can already get a sense from this game that this is going to be a fast, aggressive game from both teams.
Yeah, the increased presence in the student section, probably a big part of that for the Firebirds, at least. Aaron Roth again, the junior defenseman up along midfield. Roth tried to give it back to Lawson, but it's intercepted by Malvern in the transition. And Pierce Nevins, the sophomore, goes back the other way with it momentarily. Nevins gives it up and retreats back to the Malvern Prep goal. Quick touch by Guardiola, one of the co-captains today, a senior wearing number 10. Guardiola back to Boner. He moves back to Utane, touched the ball to start the game. Utane back to Vincent Uglow, the sophomore. Uglow is centering feed into the box.
Ooh.
And a collision of bodies in the middle as Aaron Roth gets it out of harm's way for the moment. Comes right back to the middle and turned away again as Brady Stout, one of the seniors for Holy Ghost, is turned away. Diving save made by
Nice
Burke.
save
Burke
by
out of
Burke.
his own net. Diving attempt again. That one went wide. And again, lofted in the air by Roth with Beatty close by.
Great defense by HGP. Burke diving in for that goal. Great. And a player coming back in to kick it off, giving HGP an advantage, as you can see right now, trying to get something started on the scoreboard.
Oscar Herrera trying to find CJ Govro back in the offensive zone. But firing out of bounds is Derek Picado, another senior defenseman. So, Petrucci, you know a lot about Johnny Pulowski as well as some other members of the Firebird team. What insight can you give us ahead of this game?
Yes, so Johnny Pulowski, a freshman here, one of Coach Davies' star player at YMS Club, and he is a phenomenal player, I must say. You know, I know I'm not a great soccer player, but I could see this soccer player showing some skills for Ghost. He is not starting right now, of course, it's senior night, but he has been on a scoring rampage right now. Definitely a player that colleges would definitely want to look at.
Yeah, we saw him score a goal in our last broadcast, a long 3.5 weeks ago. A 2-point performance there by Pulowski, as his one goal was the tying moment in the affair. As Matt Cancellieri goes to his brother Mike along midfield. Chasing down on the far side is Lawson. Lawson's pass trickles wide of Mark Stendardo, and Stendardo is forced to chase it down by the box.
Malvern looking like they're getting a little bit of up space right now. Can Ghost need to make sure that they get it right tight spots? They really need to be tight on their defense.
Declan Abrovimaj try to get the pass towards his intended target, but it's knocked out of bounds. The throw-in comes from Brady Stout. Stout to Govro. Govro, a quick touch across. Now into open space goes Jaden Torres. He's backs it up to Roth. Roth into space, fires one down. It's going to overshoot everybody. Pulowski, the intended target. At least it appeared along that far side. Stout in the middle, picks it back up again. Stout fires one down, but he overshoots his intended target in Mark Stendardo. And that winds up back in the feet of the Malvern Prep goaltender.
This game, you really got to pinpoint who you want to pass it to. All right, when you're going to try to make a cross, you got to get that cross perfectly on time. That's definitely one thing. And for Malvern's goalkeeper, Dean Howard is a senior this year.
Yeah, Howard, notably recognized on senior night here at Holy Ghost, had his name announced along with the Firebirds. And Howard has one save already in the game, about 5 minutes in. We'll see that free kick trickle into his arms once more, and the quick offensive threat is turned away from the Firebirds.
One thing I've been noticing that not that many people notice, but Burke being goalie, talking. That is something that goalies are supposed to do. Talk. And as you can see right now, Pulowski, great defense.
Yeah, Pulowski always had an opportunity to go right by him, but turns it away along that far sideline. That slows the momentum down for Malvern Prep, even though they will have a quick throw in here. Quick touch again, back to Utane. Utane centering, feeding the shot just wide. He had Burke beat, but it goes just wide to the right side.
As a goalie, you gotta be scared, but you are very lucky that, hey, I did not get a goal scored on me. We are still in this game.
Powerful Ethan Beatty fires it up across the midline. Herrera tries to fight for it, but he cannot get there. A whistle will sound. It'll be Malvern ball. It's maybe a little too physical with the Firebirds in midfield.
Hey, this game, you are going to get pushed around if you are on either Malvern or a Firebird. You have a lot of speed coming in with this Rivals game, you're getting fired up and all excited, but at the same time, you got players on the court, on the field with the same intensity too.
And rival game with district playoffs on the line only adds to the promise, as Utane fired that one just a bit high of the net. It'll stay scoreless as Burke doesn't see a true challenge in the shot. And Burke will surrender the kick down to Ethan Beatty. 6 minutes even have elapsed in this first half. 34 more to go.
Is Burke wearing a mask?
It does appear that Billy Burke is wearing a mask.
Wow.
As well as an uncommon yellow uniform.
Yeah. Still able to pull off while wearing a mask. Impressive goalie stuff.
Something only Billy Burke can do. Following the footsteps of Tim Devine, the USF commit from 2 years ago. There's a one bounce pass across, looking for Declan Abramave. And his pass will go off the feet of his intended target and out of bounds. As more good pressure there by CJ Govro. Brady Stout, a one bounce pass to a retreating Beatty. Beatty connects with Roth. Roth with some power up to Mike Kantz.
I like that pass. That is a perfect pass. Going on top, trying to get the player on top, not a great idea because you're not going to be able to pinpoint exactly where your players want to be at.
A good pass it was. It results in a haywire ball. Calls for a penalty go unanswered by the Firebird student section. But it will stay Firebird possession in that corner. Throw in forthcoming. It goes up high toward Herrera, but knocked down before it got there. Govro fighting for the ball. Same with Picado. And Derek Picado sees that one go past him. And all the way back is Beatty, who drops it off to Burke. And Burke with solid contact across the emblem.
Nice kick from Burke. I know normally people don't look at goalies' kicks, but I'll tell you one thing. A goalie's kick can always lead to an offensive possession.
Brendan Lawson, the intended target of that last goalie kick. And he has had some offensive prowess of his own this season. Here's Beatty. Beatty fires one. It was going to be on goal, but it's blockered down by a Friar defenseman. Making the steal here is Mike Cancellieri. Cancellieri on senior night tried to get one toward the goal, but he was blocked away before he got there. And the pass is sent out of bounds with good offensive pressure again by the Firebirds.
You got to make a quick play. All right, you're going to be having people chasing you back and forth.
Throw in again coming from around that corner area for the Firebird offense. Headballed away by Picado. Tracking it down is Cancellieri. Cancellieri on goal. It'll die out. And the easy save is made by Dean Howard. Howard, an underhand pass to his defenseman. And it's lofted back up. Diving effort made by Stout, but to no real avail as Derek Picado chases it down. It'll go out of play. It's ruled off of Stout. And it's Malvern Prep ball. Throwing on the way from Jack Carroll, another one of those co-captains. 3 of them from Malvern Prep today. Carroll's pass went up off the feet of Stout. Here's Herrera into open space. Oscar Herrera, slow rolling pass toward Cancellieri, and it's picked off before it got there. Out across is Utane. Utane down the far side around the Firebird bench. Utane tracking and has that one go off of his feet. Over by the scorer's table. Now the Firebirds back the other way with it, and being tripped up there is Lawson. That'll bring about a whistle. That's the first whistle of the game. Brendan Lawson, the victim.
Expect more whistles during the game. This is just one little bit.
Yeah, we've seen across multiple sports. HGP versus Malvern seems to get a little bit of tensions flaring toward the end of the game. Potentially the start of one here. Slow rolling pass to Herrera. Great idea as Herrera has plenty of space to work with. The pass winds up in the feet of Pulowski. Pulowski backs from now, centering feed wide of Picado. It'll go out of play off the Firebirds.
Man, I gotta admit, sometimes just watching John Pulowski, not looking like a freshman, but looking like a junior out there, the kid has a big future ahead of him.
Yeah, Pulowski has shown a lot this year and a lot to be proud of, especially with the Firebirds graduating multiple seniors. A total of 8, and all 8 starting in this game. So, good note for Pulowski that to be a veteran and potentially a 4-year player as a freshman now. Here's Herrera back to Stout. Stout, Roth may have mishit it. It's deflected down, and again tracked down by Lawson. Lawson tried to fight one off, and it's blocked out into the Firebird bench. Lawson will throw it in. Maybe not, he gives it to Roth. And now no one wants the ball. So Sindardo wins hot potato. He'll throw it in. Lawson on the far side in front of the Malvern bench. He goes with the centering look. Out towards Sindardo again. Drops one off to Lawson. Lawson chasing it down, and it's out of play. $11 and a half gone in this first.
Wow, time is clicking by right now.
BD to begin the possession for Holy Ghost.
This is their moment here. They could get a goal here and bring momentum to this game.
We saw the first game in JV not take place till the dying seconds, and literal dying seconds of the first half. Here's a head ball toward the goal, and just overrunning it with Derek Picado on the deflection by Malvern Prep to throw off the Firebird offense. Here come the Friars the other way on offense. Sendardo, Stout. Stout's pass deflected down by Borner. Borner makes a move. Here come the Friars on the attack. It's Utane, a centering feed. Utane fires high. And again, Billy Burke's total will stay at just 1 save thus far.
Around 27 minutes left. 27 minutes left and 20 seconds. This game, you just got, honestly, right now, time is ticking. So, you really gotta make a play.
Time is ticking with tons of it left. We've seen the Firebirds be patient on offense. It's paid off for them for the most part. We'll see what happens here against a higher-powered Malvern Prep team.
One strategy that Coach Davey has told me multiple times is that he likes to be patient. Some teams are just too fast. Defenses are expecting for you to go too fast, but instead you gotta stay patient so you can find the right moment to be fast and score on an offense possession.
That's the type of knowledge that only Pratt Roy brings to the broadcast.
Hey, freshman soccer.
It helps out.
Yeah.
Billy Burke tracks down the failed Malvern Prep attack.
Interesting bounces by Burke. Wonder why he's doing that.
Just because he can, pretty much.
Yeah.
He's that good. If you're that good, you can do whatever you want.
I mean, I thought he was doing it for. I guess he's trying to show off a little bit.
As Conor McGregor said, the double champ can do whatever. I can't say the rest of the quote, but that's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Brendan Lawson in the middle. Lawson, Govro, Sindardo. Back to the middle. Cancellieri knocked the ball down but couldn't control the dribble. And it's fired away by the Malvern Prep sideline. Or into the Malvern Prep sideline.
One thing I saw from the JV Malvern game today was when that goal, the goal that happened was from a headbutt recovery. I really feel like if both of these teams want to score a goal, you really got to make sure you have good recoveries.
Very well said. Still scoreless, 25-18 to go in the first half. Getting tripped up along the far side is Lawson. He'll pop back up. It'll stay Firebird ball with a free kick this time. And as expected, it's Ethan Beatty, the representative, to kick it off.
Use this kick wisely. Do not waste this kick. There's not that many opportunities for the kick like this.
Beatty fires that one maybe just a bit offline. Picado chases it down. But unsuccessfully, at least for the moment, into the corner. And it will be Malvern Prep ball.
I gotta admit, when the sun's gone, the moon's out, you know, you're seeing these flashing lights, mysterious sections, you just get the adrenaline of, you know, hype of, because you get to see this game and you have the student section around you.
It is an awesome atmosphere all around. Especially here in the broadcast booth, being able to hear it all and not have to be in the middle of the mosh pit. HGP with a quick steal on the throw-in. Fighting for it there is Picado. Derek Picado with a pivot. Back to Cancellieri. Now trying to find open space is Herrera.
Looks like the crowd is calling Brady Scout's name.
Stout hoping to answer as Herrera was unable to bring in the wild pass. And back up the other way come Malvern. Guardiola, the senior. It's the first time we mentioned his name today, but his first pass will go out of bounds. And Aaron Roth on the Firebird bench tosses it in. Roth to Herrera. And Roth wraps one around off the chest of a Firebird in front of the Malvern Prep bench. Here comes Cancellieri with some speed. Cancellieri out in front. Here's Picado Hernandez, and he lost it. Just lost it in front of him, 1 foot shorter of a pass, and it would have been a goal for Derek Picado.
Hey, great plan, just didn't execute it properly.
It was the best offensive opportunity we've seen from the Firebirds today. Almost capitalized on, but regardless, the opportunities are falling.
Yep.
Roth needs one in the air. Try to find Lawson. It'll wind up back on the attackman that Roth is defending. That appears to be Della Vecchia, another senior. His centering feed is picked off by Beatty. Beatty toward the top. Vincent Uglow, the sophomore, with the head ball. The pass maybe a little bit behind the target there in Dia McLeese, the third and final co-captain to mention in the game. McLeese's pass is lofted up in the air by Cancellieri. Right back to Govro. Govro tried to find Picado again, and again is knocked away before it got there. Picado, Govro into space. Cancellieri avoids some traffic. He backs it out to Lawson. Lawson tried to go right back to Herrera, but it's past him. Pulowski tracks it down. Now it's through the legs of Lawson. Roth trying to get it. No, neither side seems to want to pull away with it. Now Herrera does. Herrera out to Picado, and that one wide again. But HGP has been using that left side of the field a lot with Derek Picado and Oscar Herrera. Stout fires one in, but just offline of the net. It'll go out of play, and it's back to Malvern ball about halfway through this first half.
21 minutes left in this half. Now some subs are going in for this game. Can Coach Davies Firebirds possibly get something on the board?
Goalie throw-in coming from Dean Howard, the senior. Howard runs up to it and sends one all the way down to Adia McLeese. McLeese in a battle for it now. Tommy Walsh, who's on the field for the first time tonight, will make his first pass. It goes to Sindardo.
Tommy Walsh, I'm very familiar with his brother, Jack Walsh. Jack Walsh, a great future. He's on JV, scored today.
So Tommy Walsh hoping to match his brother's scoring total for the day. That would give the Firebirds a lot of help early on in this one. 20 and a half to go. Beatty. Herrera, the next touch. Herrera is passed a little bit far of Picado. Into the corner looking for Govro. And again, wide.
Oh, looks like some shirts are getting thrown by Firebird.
And some free shirts incoming.
Yeah.
Pretty small target. I'm curious to see if you can hit shirts into that small student section, although it's bigger than usual.
Hey, I would love a shirt.
You could probably steal one. I mean, he is the mascot suit. How fast can he run?
Yeah, that's true. Plus, with the Superman cape on right now, I don't know if that cape's going to really make him go faster.
Yeah, the only way to find out. Pratt, you go down there first. The Firebird is down behind the play as Malvern goes down the other side. It's out of bounds off of them. Waiting to see who the down Firebird is. And it's Matt Cancellieri, the sophomore. Some good sportsmanship there by Vincent Uglow to help him up. And we're back to live action as Herrera's first pass goes up to the middle. Two substitutions in the transition there as Jaden Torres came on with Tommy Walsh. Torres' pass was knocked away as Utane took it for the moment. Utane backs it up. Here's Adia McLeese. McLeese. Carroll tried to go right back, and McLeese couldn't save it. Maybe he does. What a pass from McLeese. It's wide of everybody. Fleming tracks it down, but a thread-the-needle throw along the far side. Here's Torres.
Go make a play here.
Torres to Walsh. Walsh splits the defense. Tommy Walsh into space. Out of the far side. Torres couldn't get the return.
One thing I've noticed from Malvern's defense here is that they like to cover the middle, and once the ball goes on the other side, they will quickly shift over to that side. This is a very fast defense.
They Beatty a powerful boot out of bounds. Out of bounds along that far left side of the net. 18-13 to go in the first half. Another 40-minute frame to come after this one. Dean Howard, the senior in goal, will again send one down. Howard the boot up near Herrera. Herrera. Sendardo's pass is a little bit too far. Fleming the closest one to it, but again, out of reach of it. Two quick passes in a row as Vincent Uglow, the sophomore, has it. Uglow tried to go right back to Howard, but that went a little bit far. Howard a pass up. Beatty says it hit his head. No handball was called. And a close call there for the defenseman Beatty. Here's some speed from Torres, and Torres lost it. A diving attempt at the save made by Howard.
Ooh, getting close here. They just need that one extra step of speed, and I'm sure they could get a goal here.
Watching it roll out of play next to him is the Malvern prep Fryer McLeese. McLeese, the two-hand throw in. Up to Utane. Utane out across. Back to Carroll. Carroll. McLeese. He pivots. Waits for some help. McLeese lofts one on goal. It's over the head of almost everybody and out of bounds. Wasn't able to get it. Was the man who started it all in McLeese.
Good thing Burke did not go in. I saw him start a little bit trying to go in to catch that ball, but he stayed back, which was a great idea, and let the defense do the work.
Beatty, the representative, to kick it down once again, next to Burke. Beatty fires one. Fleming just let it a little bit far. Maybe fires one to the corner. Some solid contact by the Firebird attackman will result in still a live ball.
I would let the goalie Burke kick, because so far he's looking like he could give the Firebirds a ball in bounds compared to that last kick curving to the left.
Yeah, Burke has shown some power. He's gotten one into the goaltender box before.
No way.
Positioning. I've seen it happen.
Wow.
Did it roll a little bit? It did, but credit where credit is due to Billy Burke on that one. The throw-in comes toward Fleming, but it goes off of his head. It's Fleming was trying to kick a second ball off the field. That one comes off, does not have to result in a stoppage, as a one bounce shot by Lawson will go right into the hands of Howard. Moving up the field is McLeese, who's run the offense in this back half of the first. Sliding attempt made by Mike Cancellieri, pardon me, but it comes up empty. Quick pass to Brendan Brook. Brook's pass is a little bit too hard and out of bounds, as McLeese couldn't track it down. Fleming will throw it in along the near side, forced to back up a couple steps before he does so. Fleming a one bounce pass, tried to force the issue to Walsh. Now he gets the return. Retreats back to Roth. Roth takes a hit, bounces off of it. But we'll see his pass go out of bounds on the Firebird sideline, and great defense by Malvern Prep.
Firebirds, you gotta be ready for Malvern to attack. Like I said before, this game, everyone's gonna try to tackle you to the ground.
And speaking of attack, it's Mike Cancellieri who went on the attack there, but had his charge blown dead. It'll say Firebird ball though with Beatty, shooting from just at the base of the main emblem. Beatty, a low-hanging line drive, head ball toward the middle by Picado. Great contact. Torres on goal. It's wide.
Another closer step to scoring, but hey, didn't execute the plan.
Yeah, Jaden Torres, a great look toward the far corner, but just a few feet wide of the net yet again for the Firebirds, who have had two golden looks. 13:20 to go in the first half. Still scoreless. Corner kick comes in, but a missed hit there on the far side by what appears to be Standardo. Will result in a goaltender throw-in again. Howard from the top of the box. Howard drops it off. Back the other way comes McLeese. Aiden McLeese will watch that one go past his hands. And it winds up into the arms of Billy Burke. Burke from the top of the box.
I'm telling you right now, look at that kick over there.
Burke.
Straight pure kick.
Burke fires one down toward Fleming. Fleming, the return to Walsh. Walsh into the box. It slides away. Walsh now fires that one high and deflected back by the Malvern Prep defense.
Almost 10 minutes left in the game. 12 minutes left currently. Can both teams possibly get something in? From our last JV game, Prayer was thrown up with 15 seconds left, and man, it was like a half-court shot, and they made the goal.
Yeah, it was a brilliant shot to end it. And as you said, a prayer with 3 seconds on the clock, and a true buzzer beater a few months before basketball season gets started.
Man.
As Beatty's attempted to clear the pass was knocked away.
Everyone lock in for basketball season. We'll be broadcasting that too.
Yeah, and as Billy Burke makes another great one-bounce save and goal, it's a pleasure to announce that we will now have all JV and basketball home games live, or JV and varsity basketball home games live streamed this year on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. And be sure to stay tuned for Pratt, as well as a slew of underclassmen and some juniors as well mixed in for the JV streams, where me and Jack Dobbins take on most of the varsity.
Hey, basketball's my main sport. I'm going to have a blast.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. Soccer games have been good so far.
Yes, they've been action-packed.
11 to go in the first half. Malvern Prep again will restart the possession from midfield. Here's a pass hooking in. It's caught in the air by Billy Burke, who now makes his 4th save of this first half. And Billy Burke again, a brick wall and net.
Burke, I could hear it all the way from here, yelling, "Keeper." That is great communication.
Yeah, the yells that he's had today, and I guess lack of a better term, yells, but just the calls he's had overall, directing traffic in front. That's a sign of a good leader.
Yep.
Especially in a junior, you get one more year out of him, and glad to see that, especially for these rising freshmen like Pulowski.
Yeah.
Tripped up at midfield there as making the diving effort was Mike Cancellieri. And that will result in a free kick for the Firebirds as Lorenzo Venera, the junior, was called for the infraction. Fleming and Beatty line up side by side for the free kick.
Make it worth it.
Line drive shot on goal. Head ball straight up. And diving attempt made by Howard. It comes up clean as he makes the save. A near bicycle kick attempt between the pipes for the goaltender Dean Howard to keep that one away from Jaden Torres.
Fantastic defense by Malvern. It's not always about the goalie trying to save shots. It's always about defensive players saving shots, and that's what makes defensive players so special in the goal box.
An incredible effort as multiple defenders as well as Howard, they're crowding the box. And again, the Firebirds with a great defense, great with an offensive stand. It comes up empty. Here comes Malvern Prep on the far side. Being tripped up was a Fryer. And that's going to be a call against Lawson. As again, the Malvern Prep Fryer went down in front of the scorer's box. .40 to go in the first half. Still scoreless as some substitutions will come on for the Firebirds. Subbing off is Lawson, among others. And coming on, among others, is Colin McGinn, the junior midfielder. McGinn lines up at the outskirts of the box for this free kick, forthcoming. Time stops at 8:43 now, so a few seconds are added back on. There's a quick shot towards the goal. It's headed. It gets past Burke.
Wow.
And it trickles out to the left side of the net as Billy Burke made the aggressive play. Somehow it's called off of the Firebirds. It'll be a corner kick for Malvern Prep. Billy Burke wholeheartedly disagrees.
Man,
questionable call there.
As a goalie, it sucks because you know when he touched it, but hey, everyone's going to say it's your fingertips that touched it.
A close call regardless, but a questionable one at that. The corner kick by Guardiola. It's high arcing. It's head balled away by Beatty. Fleming with a boot, and the Firebirds are out of harm's way for the moment. His pass goes to Walsh. Walsh to Andrew Beyond, the freshman. And the lone freshman on this Malvern Prep team, already getting his name called in the first half. Beyond had just a little bit too hard of a touch as it goes past Jack Williams, the junior. Williams, another off head ball.
Oh, don't throw it at the Malvern players. If I were them, just find an open space and throw it. You're going to throw it and it's going to get head-butted every time. That's what I've been seeing.
So Stout does that again as you were telling him not to. And the head ball goes right back to Herrera.
Come on, Brady Stout.
Here's Beatty, a sliding effort and a good play there to kill the momentum, but Malvern Prep still on the attack. Aaron Roth, the defensive play. Vincent Uglow now picks it up. Uglow trying to find room. He drops it off. Back-to-back passes rattle around between the legs of Cancellieri and the other Cancellieri, Mike Tomat.
7 minutes left in the half, less than 10 minutes. Can both teams make something happen?
Daniel Traficante, another man getting his name called for the first time tonight, the junior, sends his pass in. It's tracked down by Abramovich. His next pass to the top, Brendan Brook. Brook out across, touched by Guardiola. Guardiola, one bouncer, make it two as Stout is taken down, lost it in the air. It's out of play. Corner kick to come from Malvern. But a good effort there by Stout to try to kill out the momentum on the possession.
Hey, they are having a lot of high balls at them right now, and I don't blame them. This is a tall Malvern team.
Guardiola again, the representative to kick it from this left side. And near corner, the closest to the broadcast booth. Guardiola in front, head ball straight up by a Fryer. Backing it away is Cancellieri, and again, Mike Cancellieri to clear. Head ball from Walsh. Walsh out across toward McGinn, the junior midi. But again, that went out of play. Passes back and forth from Malvern. Picking it up is Max Utane. Utane out across to Abramovage. His next pass toward Fleming is rattling around. Fleming couldn't control it cleanly. And runs it back off the feet of McGinn. McGinn around the outskirts of the logo. McGinn to Matt Cancellieri, who avoids the first tackle. And his next pass will be moved all the way up by Malvern. Howard takes it back. Howard along the far side. Centering feed and cross. Here is Venera. Venera tried to go right back to Will Borner.
Ref called something.
It appears to be against Borner, or at least a Fryer, as the Firebirds are back up on offense. Under 5 to go in the first frame.
Oof, it's getting a little chilly here right now.
Just a wee bit. Donated the blazer, at least by me a few minutes ago, so I have to get that one back at halftime.
Huh.
Here's Howard. The student section is fired up in these dying minutes. I'm not sure what just happened, but there's a lot of American flag wearing students that are hyping up.
Tonight's theme is USA. Great theme. Got a dress down day from it today. Awesome.
Brady Stout with some speed along the near side.
Great defense by Stout. Wow.
Stout, a sliding play. Great move again. As you said, it's great defense there by the senior. Here's Torres. Torres with some good defensive coverage once more, but Malvern Prep will get around him. Here's Fleming. Fleming. Torres, a great touch to Matt Cancellieri. Here comes the pressure from the Firebirds. Matt Cancellieri, the far side. Weaving back and forth, and turned away by Malvern Prep as Will Borner takes it again. Shove out of bounds on the far side by Govro. That'll be called. Goalie ball with Dean Howard. 3 to go in the first. It's Malvern Prep possession.
3 minutes left in the half. Can either team make something happen? Hey, you never know. Another prayer might be thrown up for a half court.
Indeed it might. Anything can happen in these rivalry games, especially in the dying minutes when desperation time starts to kick in, although still 40 minutes to go.
Looks like a timeout's called? Or no?
Maybe not. It'll be a Dean Howard goalie kick.
Apologies.
Howard across the midline. Beatty a head ball. Beatty to the far side, lofted up in the air by Burkholder, the sophomore. Burkholder again along that far side in front of the Malvern Prep bench. A line drive shot out across. It leads Fleming a little bit too far. Fleming tracks it down. Can the Firebirds do something with it? Fleming along the baseline. Fleming out across. Knocked up in the air and over the net. And again, Malvern Prep gets away with a mistake as Fleming, the centering look, had that one go high. Two-minute warning here on the DAC on senior night for soccer. Pereira. Try to get it to Fleming. But just a little bit past him. Fleming now is evaded by the Malvern Prep offense. Borner.
Here we go. Gotta watch out here.
Borner to Udius.
Nice
and
save
what
by
a save by Burke.
Wow.
Utain the shot from Borner. And Billy Burke gets some hops on him. And bounces that one just over the top bar and out of play. It'll be the third corner kick of these final 10 minutes of the half.
One thing that Burke did a fantastic job is not having it hit on the under post. I've seen goalies before hit it straight up and then it bounce off that post bar and just go for a goal.
Yeah, it has been an issue we've seen before. The corner kick was a great positioning, out in front of the box, but it died out as Ethan Beattie, along with some help by Aaron Roth, was able to kill the play.
Around 40 seconds left. Can someone from both teams make a play for this game, for this first half?
Firebird ball, Beattie to the top of the box. 30 seconds to go. Ethan Beattie up to the top. It's over the head of Matt Cancellieri. Cancellieri back to Stout. Stout has his teammate knocked down. That's Cancellieri again. Sliding play, Roth. And then it goes off the legs of Will Borner. Borner into the corner. What does he do? He kicks it out of bounds. Good defensive play by the Firebirds. It'll be a quick throw in here by Malvern.
Less than 10 seconds left. Can you make a play? Burke gets a save.
And Burke will just dive on it. That should kill the final few
That
seconds.
should hold it.
Yeah, he will not send it down. Billy Burke will hold on to it for the final few seconds. It's a scoreless game through 40 minutes of play here on the deck. 40 more to come on senior night for soccer. We'll have a 10-minute halftime report, and then we're back with you on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Hello everyone and welcome back to the deck for second half action here on senior night. It is a 0-0 score through the first 40 minutes of play. 40 more to come. As this time around it's Holy Ghost Prep keeping possession. The first touch will be by Brendan Lawson when the opening whistle sounds. Billy Burke with 5 saves made in the first half. Burke's pass is lofted into the air. Ball chested down by Mike Cancellieri. Goes along the far side, tracking it down. Lawson once more along the far sideline, just in front of the Holy Ghost Prep bench. Centering feed across. Here's Uglow once more. Vincent Uglow. Try to get around Baccato, but could not. Malvern Prep again, back on the offensive.
This second half, you really have to lock in. If you are both Malvern and Holy Ghost, you gotta get a goal now. It's now or never. You do not want to have a tie on Frenzy senior night.
There will be an overtime before we get to a tie, but there have been ties before and at home during this Holy Ghost Prep soccer season. So we'll see who comes to this one. Again, still scoreless. 41 minutes now total have elapsed. That latter one coming in the second half as the Firebirds were turned away on offense. As both sides now change. Or both goaltenders now change sides, pardon me. Here's Lorenzo Venera. Venera back to Traficante. Traficante out wide. Carroll, the senior, has it. Carroll back and forth. And picked up by Holy Ghost. Here's Lawson. Lawson, Piccato. Piccato, the return, try to get it towards Stout, but Piccato takes it away. Piccato to the middle, and that rebound is wide for Lawson. Herrera tracks it down in the emblem. Herrera to the far side, and down the far sideline again. It'll trickle past the Firebird bench. It stays in play. 2 threading the needle passes as Mike Cancellieri couldn't get his foot on that one to block it down. And that one just out of bounds, much to the chagrin of the Firebird bench.
The Firebird bench lighting it up right now. Great support from this whole bench I could see throughout the JV and varsity games.
Here comes the two-hand throw-in. Head ball up in the air. Knocked right back down. There's Derek Piccato chasing into coverage. Here's Uglow. Uglow try to get it to Nevins. Nevins downfield. Beatty chasing. And picked up by Burke. Here's the boot that goes straight up in the air. Kicked away Lawson. One bouncer knocked away Roth. Roth. Uglow exchange looks. Uglow right back to Utane.
Ghost,
Utane
better
and
watch
Uglow
out right
back
now.
and forth.
If your Ghost
Here
defense...
comes Warner. Warner, the one bouncer. And the Firebirds send it back the other way. Here's Nevins. Nevins to Williams.
Give it on me or no? Oh, never mind.
Williams along the near side, had that one go out of play. Govro tried to advocate for the Firebird offense, but to no avail. Or maybe he did win the battle. Good job by Govro being the team lawyer, winning the battle on the near side for possession. Brady Stout will throw it in from the near side. Stout up in the air, headed straight up by Beyond. Andrew Beyond. Govro. And an off-angle touch is knocked out of play by Lorenzo Venera. The sophomore Pierce Nevins to inbounds. He throws it in by Ray, towards Ray. Ray downfield, Stout the double head ball. Beatty chasing. Beatty takes a shoulder, and it's hard to move Beatty that far, but a Malvern Prep Fryer did. Now he gets knocked down, so some physicality here as Borner laid the boom on Beatty and then got knocked down himself. Here's Stendardo on the attack. Mark Stendardo on the near side, centering feed, it dies out. Piccato had a look and it's cleared away.
Hey, the best offensive possession so far by this half from the Firebirds. Just keep it up, and possibly they could get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Derek Mercado has seen 3 come his way within just a few feet of a goal, and all 3 turned away at the last moment by the Malvern Prep defense that has been staunch in that box. Stout, off-speed shot. It'll go off of Prep Fryer.
Corner kick here. Make this a corner kick where everyone on the team has the opportunity to go and get the ball in the net.
Govro won the race for the corner. It'll be Sean Fleming, the rep, to kick it in. Fleming has taken 2 today. Fleming hoping the 3rd time to charm from the corner. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Fleming sets. It's a looping shot in, and it's wide of everybody. No touch for either side, and out of play along that far corner. It'll be a basic throw-in for the Friars. First toss to Borner. Turned away by Fleming. Back to Lawson. Lawson up the far side. Blockered away by Stout. They kept in play again, Lawson. A quick touch to Herrera. Herrera tried to lead Sindardo but could not. Out across again to Johnny Pawlowski this time. Pawlowski, and his dribble a little bit too hard. It goes out of play along the right side of the net.
Sometimes you just gotta make a little short, quick passes to yourself. I know the defense could really catch up to you really fast, but Pawlowski is a very fast player, so I would go for very small passes to himself to go and get a nice open shot.
Rowan set and ready. He boots it down over the heads of near everybody. Lawson backs it up to Beatty. Beatty to Sindardo. Sindardo around the box. Beatty retreats. He gives it right back to Burke, and Burke clears it. HGP back on offense. Here's Herrera backing it right up to Roth. Roth to Ethan Beatty. Beatty, Roth, Herrera into the corner. Oscar Herrera. And that pass died out before Pierce Nevins got to it. Nevins across. Borner once more the touch. He backs it up to Logan Ray. Ray, the quick move, Uglo. Uglo pops that one up. Lorenzo Venera once more. Venera, the return. Here's Guardiola, who has taken 3 corners in the game. This one is passed from the middle. And Guardiola's look will go wide and out of play.
Watch the pole? Yeah. If you're going to put the drone up, just watch the pole.
32 to go. Pawlowski trying to get the ball right back with the Firebird offense. It'll result in the goalie's feet, but not from the Firebirds, as Ian Rosenblatt has come in.
Great defense from the striker going up to the goalie, forcing the goalie to go out of bounds, and now Holy Ghost has a chance to go for an offensive possession.
Ian Rosenblatt, the new goaltender. As you said, new offensive possession coming from the Firebirds. Is a free kick, would have been good from Sindardo, but it's blown off before the shot.
Offsides, one of the most difficult rules to live by as a player. Knowing as a player, I just want to go run and pass the defender, but at the same time, I know I have to stay back. And sometimes the defender will just move back just because they want the offsides to happen.
Yeah, just a rough look for everyone all around. A sliding head ball. Great effort there by Venera. Venera to Pawlowski, and Pawlowski again. His self-pass will go a little bit wide. And just a little bit too much on it, as it would have gone out of bounds along the baseline anyway. Here comes the throw-in. Fleming made contact but was knocked down. Lawson tries to get it through, but he cannot. Beatty backs it up. Beatty to Roth. Roth, a slow rolling pass back to Beatty. Beatty along the near side, tried to get it past Stendardo this time. He could not. Roth was blocked out by Max Utane. And now Roth again to Herrera for the Firebirds. Herrera slows the pace. Stendardo. Cancellieri. Mike Cancellieri makes a move to the middle and cleared away. Head ball attempt and thrown down to Stendardo. An obvious call goes against Malvern. As Stendardo with some words after the play, and much deserved as the jersey tug was clear and evident.
Great little cross by Goat offense. Almost had an opportunity here. You just got to really space out and find those opening gaps.
That tug of the jersey should have been a penalty. James Bradbury's on Kadarius Toney's in the Super Bowl should not have been. And that's the main difference between what just happened here on the field.
Pulowski will take the kick.
Pulowski ready for the free kick. Line drive, shot on goal, a head ball attempt was come up empty from Govro. CJ Govro tried to get it toward Fleming. Beatty keeps it in. Here's Stendardo. A shot on goal is wide and a missed hit by Stendardo. He knows it.
Just got, man, going for shots. I know you want to go for a certain angle because you don't want that goalie to go, but at the same time, go straight at the goalie. You never know if the goalie is prepared.
We have liftoff at the deck.
Yep. Looks like we got a little drone action.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Not unexpected. Here's Ian Rosenblatt. Goalkeeper from Malvern Prep. Rosenblatt fires one over the head of his intended target, at least initially, Borner. Will Borner, the junior, had his pass intercepted. Here is Pulowski. 14 on 14 action as Pulowski goes to Traficante. Pulowski leads one and just past Derek Picado. He may have got held up a little bit there, but it would have been wide anyway.
Great run by Pulowski. Able to pass those two defenders. Great stuff from a freshman.
27:45 to go in the second. Rosenblatt will just drop one off. And it's Logan Ray, one of the sophomore defenders on this Malvern Prep team, to take the next pass. Ray around Lawson. Lawson to Uglo. Uglo, another sophomore, has his pass go wide. And it'll wind up out of play on the left side of the net.
Oh boy, we got Firebird here. Firebird type.
The American flag cape on and everything.
Yup.
27 minutes to go. Here's Borner back the other way for Malvern Prep. Borner into space, looking for some help. Gets it. Borner on goal. Diving attempt by Burke goes wide.
Great
but
save
no
by
goal
Burke.
regardless.
Seen a lot of American jumpsuits here today. A ton of them throughout the whole student section.
There has been a flurry of American flags.
Yep.
It was kind of hard to pick which one to look at during the national anthem. A very well done rendition that was.
Yes, very beautiful ceremony for those seniors. It's sad being a senior, I'm sure, and having, the sport you've been playing for so long being gone now.
Yeah, definitely a rough one. It's going to be a hard last broadcast for me and Jack Dobbins later this year.
Man, I'll miss you guys, but I'm excited for a great future of this broadcast. Gonna be here for next 4 years.
Yeah, always exciting to look forward to that. 26 minutes to go in the present game, though. Here comes Logan Ray, the sophomore. Ray's first look to Nevins. Nevins gets the bounce back. He goes right to Borner once more. Borner goes over the head of Ray on the return, and it winds up back in the feet of Rosenblatt, who fires that one right out of bounds. Here's Pulowski on the near side, off the throw-in. Pulowski gets away from the Pressure. Herrera threads the needle. Somehow it winds up in the feet of Fleming, but Fleming couldn't control it. A great slide tackle on the far side, but
Great
maybe not.
slide tackle.
It was a good slide tackle, but something else draws the whistle. It goes against the Firebirds. Malvern prep ball.
It's the one thing that being a high schooler, well, slide tackles, they don't get by easily.
Inbound to come from Malvern prep along the far side. Throw in from Jack Carroll.
What happened?
Long delay here as there's still a question of who has the ball along the Holy Ghost prep sideline.
Did you do the TikTok videos or what?
It should be Malvern prep ball after the whistle against Holy Ghost.
Entertaining game so far, I gotta admit. Even though there has been no scoreboard, you have been seeing a few awesome kicks from both teams and a great atmosphere from the student section.
Yeah, it has been a defensive enthusiast type of outing. Nothing through the first 55 minutes. 25 more to come, hoping to change that. As the offense from either side. A Firebird was pushed down. Somehow no call as Pulowski was taken down along the far sideline. Malvern prep on the attack the other way. Here's a quick shot on goal. It's high of Burke. And misses to that left side. .24 minutes in the second half. Pulowski has Fleming behind him. Fleming leads him well. Into the corner, Johnny Pulowski gets knocked a little bit. And it was knocked off course just enough that he wasn't able to get a pass off. However, it does go out of bounds.
Man, a lot of calls on Pulowski that have not been called today by this ref. It's kind of the one thing in high school sports that you gotta get used to, which is very disappointing, is having referees not giving you the right calls that you really need.
There has been some questionable makes and misses today. Here's a Firebird looking for a make, and again it's Pulowski at the doorstep, but the pass goes wide. And Rosenblatt lives to see another day. Although the official will ask him to come out for the moment. Time still ticking down below 23 now as Rosenblatt will throw it in. Rosenblatt from the top of the box. He has help next to him. Logan Ray among them. Rosenblatt, though, with the bigger boot, and he will fire it down. Rosenblatt, the head ball up. It'll go just wide of Butane. And winds it back into the feet of Billy Burke. Burke to Nevins. Nevins to Logan Ray. Ray along the near side. Nevins once more, the intended target, but again can't bring it in. Here's Torres, a great touch, but just on the wrong page was Tommy Walsh.
Almost there, almost had a great touch. Could have possibly set up someone for a goal. Just got to be careful. But here, they have possession again. Can they make a goal happen?
Here's Torres looking for redemption. Jaden Torres into space. Torres on goal. A shot, he scores! Jaden Torres bounces back from the wayward pass. It's a 1-0 Firebird lead, and HGP strikes first on senior night.
And you can hear the student section getting loud right now. Nice goal, great redemption. That is exactly a player that you need. Players that make mistakes and come back to help score a goal for your team.
Torres gets around the defense. He evades three Friar defensemen after a great pass from his Firebird counterpart in Johnny Pulowski. And who else? The man who scored 2 points during the last broadcast gets a go-ahead goal. At least credit for the assist on it as Torres scores it.
21 minutes left in the second half. All they have to really do is pull the lead together and possibly get another goal to gain more momentum.
1-0 Firebirds in front. Momentum will be the key here. 21.5 minutes to go in regulation. The Firebirds hope that's all that's left in the game. Back the other way, though, is Malvern. That one high and wide. The shot taken by Guardiola. Billy Burke to restart. The new possession for HGP. Matt Cancellieri, the intended target. Now blasted away by Lawson. Lawson back to Matt Cance. Quick touch there by Logan Ray.
Here we go now. Can we get another one?
Say Ray, try to go to Nevins. Instead, Tommy Walsh picks it off. Walsh, and a tussle, keeps it in
great
play.
Save.
Great save it was by Tommy Walsh. Stout tries to force the issue, but winds up hitting it out of play. And pardon me, that was Lawson. Stout currently off. "20 minutes to go in the second half. HGP has struck first with Jaden Torres getting the go-ahead goal 60 minutes in. Here's Herrera. Herrera's pass winds up in a sliding defensive attempt by Nevins, which will only result in Firebird possession. Here's Herrera. Herrera, Torres, Matt Cancellieri, a shot, and he mishit it wide.
Instead of taking that shot, maybe go for an extra pass. You never know.
Yeah, the aggressive nature of this game maybe no longer a necessity, at least for the Firebirds. Malvern Prep, though, now down by 1. Need to hurry up the pace as the Firebird defense has been amazing so far. Herrera tried to go back to Beatty, but overlooked them. Here's Venera. Venera, Lawson, Fleming, Torres, and Torres' last touch goes wide. Venera to the top, Traficante the junior. It winds up in a head ball by Herrera, and it'll go out of play. Pierce Nevins to inbound as the ball boy on this near side has been busy. Nevins a two-hand throw-in and deflected right back out of bounds. It'll say Malvern Prep throw-in. Quick check down in front. Nevins goes cross-country in front of the Malvern Prep bench. Nevins, a shot on goal, it's wide. $18.5 to go. The boot is sent all the way down. Head ball forward by Carroll.
Monday Night Football coming up?
Yes, sir. We got 2 games going on. A busy night in the sports world.
Correct. Isn't there a soccer game this Saturday for HGP, right?
Thursday and Saturday.
Thursday and Saturday.
We got Thursday at 5, Saturday at 11.
Tune into those games. I'll be broadcasting the Saturday game for sure.
Yeah, third and second to last broadcast of the season. As back the other way comes Malvern Prep, at least for the moment. And here's Rosenblatt, who will move up to his teammate to restart.
Oh, here comes some speed from Pulowski trying to get the ball. Couldn't get it.
Under 17 to go now in the second half. Still a 1-0 Firebird lead. Here's Lawson. Roth. Aaron Roth at the near side. That one over the heads of everybody. Chasing it down. Getting tripped up was Torres, and
Ooh.
somehow no call.
Oh. Firebird looks like he's going down.
That's Torres, the goal scorer, who is slow to get up after being arguably robbed of a chance to get a second. Some more good communication, though, this time from the side of Malvern Prep and Rosenblatt. Daniel Traficante brings it up. Traficante, a one bouncer, it dies out at midfield. Lawson sends one past Herrera. Burke boots it up. Head ball straight up in the air. Mike Cancellieri has it. Now Beatty. Beatty gets tripped up. Tried to evade a slide tackle. He could not. No whistle sounds, though. Let's see who it's off on. It'll be deemed Firebird ball.
Around 16 minutes left in the second half. Firebirds are still looking strong right now.
Sindardo trying to force the issue. Across to Torres, he scores!
Another goal for the Firebirds.
Mark Stendardo tracks it down to the corner, and Jaden Torres, the legacy game for the sophomore. It's a 2-0 ball game here at the DAC.
And the fan section is getting hyped right now. What an awesome goal from the Firebirds, giving them the 2-0 lead. Honestly, with 16 minutes left, you could just go try and get another goal and just play the game off. What a game from these seniors and the Firebirds.
Jaden Torres, his second of the game. This time he goes top bins to the left side off a great centering feed by the senior Mark Stendardo. And Jaden Torres, correction, the junior. It is turning into the Jaden Torres game here on senior night. 15 minutes to go in the second. Malvern Prep has the urgency spike now.
They gotta make quick moves.
And a quick move there as Billy Burke had to dive out of his own way. But no save attempt needed as that one rolled just 2 feet wide of the net. Beatty, a low-hanging line drive kick. It'll send Matt Cancellieri by the Firebird sideline. And brought back in. Being held up there and nearly thrown down as a Firebird. Still no whistle as Matt Cancellieri was stumbling back. And Fleming will see that pass roll right past him. And once more into the Malvern Prep sideline.
Close to 10 minutes left in the second half. Firebirds holding a strong lead. Nice save by Burke. He's been putting in a great performance today in today's game.
Yeah, Burke has indeed had a strong outing. Only 13 and a half minutes to go before he caps off an excellent performance. Jaden Torres, the two-time goal scorer, looking for 3. He moves him up to Walsh.
Can we get a hat trick on senior night?
Walsh fires a shot. It's eaten off the head of a player. An off-speed one bouncer, and Torres had the door wide open, but hit the door frame as that one goes wide to the left side. Ian Rosenblatt, the junior, takes it. Rosenblatt boots one down. Head ball right up into the air by Stendardo. And picking it up is Pierce Nevins along this near side.
I think I just heard a, ooh, it's cold in here from the student section.
Well, it certainly is cold out here.
Yeah. Getting a little chilly.
Shot that one just high. Sorry to interrupt, but that one only a few feet over the head of Billy Burke in net.
Yeah, my mom's probably.
All right, sounds good.
All right, sorry.
Diving save made by Billy Burke. As we come out of the quick break, Billy Burke prevents a top bins goal. Malvern Prep with them hurry up, though, as there'll be a corner kick attempt for the Friars.
And you can hear Billy Burke's name right now from the student section. Burke is putting on an absolute performance right now, blocking shots like Rudy Gobert.
Man, it's a very good comparison there. I'm not a big basketball guy, but Rudy Gobert is a pretty good comparison there with the yellow shirt worn by Burke. And he makes another one, a diving attempt by Billy Burke. And he keeps the ball out of the net once more. Nothing getting past the junior goalkeeper tonight. Here's Logan Ray, the sophomore. Ray, Torres. That one blocked down. Rosenblatt had it loose in front off the rebound, but unable to get there on time was Walsh. Here comes Traficante. Stendardo. Stendardo evades. Centering pass. Roth trying to clear it. Instead, it's a one-on-one. Beatty makes contact. A Friar goes down. Same with Beatty, who's a little slower to get up. He just wants some help. Yeah, Beatty will pop back up. And there's a great turnaround there by the Firebird defenseman. Beatty sends one down. Herrera has it. One bouncer past the waiting arms of Stendardo. Stendardo, Walsh. She was calling from the pass from Walsh. She couldn't get it to him, though. Backing it away is Logan Ray, the sophomore. Under 10 to go in regulation.
Looks like Firebirds have it secure right now, but you never know. Malvern could pull off something since they have been playing very, very aggressive.
And still tons of time left in this one. A lot can happen in 10 minutes, as we've seen before. 2-0 Firebirds in front, both from Torres. Borner trying to set up a shot. Borner, but that one off the top of the net. A weird angle, and Borner almost made the most of it.
Billy Burke has been putting on an absolute performance today. I gotta admit, you know, the impact that he's done, I can hear his voice from back here, being a leader, a communicator. That's a perfect goalie in my mind.
Definitely a quality you want in your goalkeeper. And he has made his presence known both on the stat sheet and, as you said, on the field with his teammates tonight. Throw in forthcoming from Malvern Prep. The toss goes straight off the head of McLeese. Adia McLeese toward the net. Another offline shot wide of Billy Burke. We got 8 to go from the deck. Senior night number 1 of the Firebirds athletic seasons. Hoping to end on a high note. 3 more home broadcasts left in the regular season.
I know for basketball, the senior night will be very special, with many, many seniors being on the varsity team this year.
And certainly a large graduating class. We saw that my sophomore year. Last year it was kind of underwhelming, only 2.
Yeah.
But this year we got the full starting lineup and more. So the last dance for the Firebird basketball team. Soccer, though, trying to keep going with some multiple basketball players on the lineup, including Mark Stendardo, who's playing some good defense there. against his man, Max Utane. And Ethan Bees able to knock that one out of play along the corner. $7:20 to go. Pierce Nevins.
One more goal can put the cherry on top with the senior night.
Nevins, a one bouncer back to Borner. Borner. A one bounce pass to the top. Max Utane, the junior. Utane weaving, firing, and wide.
I don't know why he would shoot that. I mean, you could have gone a little bit more left and possibly curved it a little bit. You never know. He could have gone for a better shot.
Six and a half to go now. The Firebirds hoping to hold on to the ball for as long as possible down this backstretch. Here's Traficante. Daniel Traficante down the far side. Here comes Brooke. Brooke on goal. It's wide of Burke. And again, the yellow jacket and Billy Burke will watch it sail wide of him.
Since it's frenzy, I really wish that Coach Davey could possibly put in an upcoming sophomore. Pardon me, interruption. I really wish Coach Davey could put in Nathan Cole, a really good goalie, get him in some playing time on the frenzy.
So we have been waiting for a few more names to be called tonight for either side. We'll see if those come in the dying minutes.
Hey, Firebird getting a kick in.
A shout out to Nick Riccio, who was on the broadcast a few days ago, for being the Firebird tonight. Here's Jaden Torres. Torres gets into the feet of Cancellieri. He tried to fire it back to Sindardo, and that one, jumping attempt by Sindardo to knock it back down, comes up empty. The other way is Abramovage. Abramovage is shot.
Great block.
And a jumping save by Billy Burke, as you said.
About 5 minutes left to go in the second half. Billy Burke, absolute performance. Wow.
Still 2-0 home team. As HGP leads on senior night. Back and forth we go. Here's Torres. Torres leads a man in. Walsh. It's going to be a race to the net. Walsh won it momentarily, but the rebound is punched out by Rosenblatt. Pierce Nevins across the emblem. Nevins a one bouncer. Chasing it down is Burke. Makes contact with an attacker, but Billy Burke makes the save. Burke the punt. Sails high over the head of Walsh by a few inches. Torres muscling his way into space. Here's Jaden Torres with some speed. Jaden Torres backs one out, fires a shot, and it just dies out on the left side of the net.
He really wants a hat trick.
You can't blame him. He's been a few inches away multiple times.
Yep. Hat trick on frenzy night.
It appears he won't get the opportunity, though, as Jaden Torres, the two-time goal scorer tonight, the representative that has scored every goal in the game, is subbing off.
Hey,
and a great outing for him.
Give him a great round of applause. He worked his butt off, giving the Firebirds basically their only points the whole game.
An amazing outing from Jaden Torres, who scores 2 in the second half within 15 minutes to power the Firebirds to their current lead. Picato wants to add to it. Rebound to Herrera. Govro in front. Govro trying to keep it in. Herrera battling with it. Beatty try to get it back to Stendardo. He cannot. Stendardo now evades into space as well. Mark Stendardo, the senior, battling away. Using his head there was Logan Array, who took one off the bottom with a chin. And that ricochet will sail over the fence. And again, Nick Riccio controlling the inbound from the fan. Derek Picado to send in the corner kick for HGP. 3 minutes to go. The Firebirds will not show much aggression here. Line drive kick to the middle, boxed away by Malvern Prep. Here's Herrera on the rebound. Herrera through the box, gets a shot, and wide.
Herrera tried going in. I feel like if he moved in a little bit more, he could have got a better opportunity. But again, offsides, a big role here in these games.
While the scoreboard only shows 2, a matchup with 2 lesser skilled goaltenders may have resulted in at least 3 more from these opportunities that we've seen just in the second half alone. But Billy Burke, Dean Howard, and Ian Rosenblatt have put on a show tonight, with Howard and Burke combining for the moment 118 minutes of scoreless soccer.
Around 2 minutes left in the game. Reminder, we will be having a recap of the game right after, so stay tuned for that.
Govro hoping to add his name to the recap, but instead he pops it straight up in the box. Govro now with a recovery. CJ Govro, the far side of the box, that one will die out. Sliding save made by Dean Howard. Howard's punt sails straight up. Backing up is Beatty. Beatty trying to chase it down. Head ball to Fleming. Fleming back to Herrera. Roth now in coverage trying to track it down. He isn't able to for the moment. Now it's Pierce Nevins from Malvern Prep who will pick it up with a stoppage of play. 90 seconds to go. That's all that separates the Firebirds from a senior night victory here on the deck.
It was a great game from both Firebirds and Malvern, but Firebirds, again, both from JV and Varsity game today, were able to pull off 2 incredible goals to end off the game. Especially a phenomenal performance from Billy Burke and our striker. Again, great performances tonight.
So a half length of the field shot on goal was bobbled by Burke, but cleared away by the Firebird defense. Under a minute to go, HGP will try to drain some clock, as Ethan Beatty will take a few extra steps back this time. Beatty, downfield, Fleming. Fleming, Matt Cancellieri, Govro wants redemption. So does Matt Cancellieri. That one boxed away, ricochet back out to the near side.
They want to get a goal in before the end of the frenzy.
Here comes Declan Abramovich. Abramovich gets the return feed. Drops it to Utane. 25 seconds on the clock. Utane, Abramovich, cleared away by Roth.
Less than 30 seconds left in this game.
Picking it up along the near side, Logan Ray, the fellow sophomore. Ray is tripped up, and that'll be a whistle.
Questionable call there, but hey, it's the end of the game.
That will be how the game comes to an end. Rosenblatt well out of his own net, hoping to send one down, but that is the horn. Holy Ghost Prep victorious on senior night, 2-0 in the Jaden Torres game.
And great game, great venue. Shout out to SGA, shout out to HGPTV, Rob Loper for creating all these events. Spectacular frenzy for this 2024's soccer.
It was a great job all around by the Firebirds, as they make multiple pivotal saves coming from the feet of Billy Burke and arms of Billy Burke. And then Ian Rosenblatt and Dean Howard certainly don't go unnoticed. Only 2 total goals conceded between the 2 of them. But again, most importantly, an 80-minute shutout for Billy Burke. An absolutely unbelievable outing for the Firebird goaltender. So Jaden Torres, a 2-time goal scorer tonight. The assists come from the freshman, Johnny Pawlowski. And it's Mark Sendardo, the senior, getting 1 point on his senior night as well.
And great show off from the freshman on the JV game. Just spectacular stuff again.
And again, adding to the shout-outs, it's time we shout out every senior. Chase Mastel, Derek Picado, Oscar Herrera, Mike Cancellieri, Ethan Beatty, CJ Govro, Mark Sendardo, and Brady Stout, all with amazing outings for the Firebirds today, and all get credit for an amazing season thus far. The Firebirds improved to 8-3 on their still young season. Only 3 games left at home to be live streamed this regular season before district playoffs come our way. Hopefully we get some advertisers for those next 3 games. A little bit of a teaser before we get to some conversations there. But again, thank you all for watching. Your recap has been presented by HGP SGA and the Firebird Frenzy, as Holy Ghost Prep's team will run out to the now dwindling student section at this 8:40 on Monday night. I wanted to say everyone went home to do schoolwork, but you know that's not true.
Nope, we got no schoolwork because we had a fantastic frenzy. Thank you, Mr. Burke, for that.
Thank you, Mr. Burke. Thank you to the Father's Guild for the tailgate. Although thank yous to go around, so if we didn't tell you that, well, thank you very much. Thank you all for listening, and have a good night. As Caden Stewart and Patrice Roy sign off from Holy Ghost Prep.
Go Birds!
HGPTV, Ghosts Multimedia Network.